is about as close to a must-win as you can get.
Hail the cowboy, Mr. McLean. You Americans are all alike. But this time, John Wayne doesn't walk into the sunset with Grace Kelly.
Scary Cooper, asshole.
Oh, Dingbat! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! That was crazy!
Happy trails, Hans. Dallas still stinks. You're by the way, King Dingbat here, and happy Football Friday to all you Dingbats out there. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. Before we start this video, I gotta say, at least for 2 more days, Mark Holmes is my daddy. Okay, out of the way. It's out of the way. So, the Eagles have a huge, huge game this weekend. I really consider this pretty much as close to a must-win as you possibly can get. Because think about it. You got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers the following Thursday. Then you have to go play the Vegas Raiders. That's not an easy game. You could very well, lose the next 2 games if you lose Carolina. So all of a sudden you're a 1-6 team, something like that. And then at that point, who knows what could happen? The wheels could fall off. It could get ugly. It could get ugly. So I feel like this game versus the Panthers is as close to a must-win, at least mentally, for me, mentally, as you can get, okay? I think the Eagles need this win. I think it would go a long way. And I think they can do it. I think they could actually win this game, okay? I really, really do. Now, when I look at the Carolina Panthers, well, we should talk about the injury report first. We got news today. Jordan Mailata will play this week. That is very good. He's going to play. The question is where are they going to put him? Because Lane Johnson has been ruled out. He's still suffering for whatever personal things are going on. I wish him well. I don't know what it is. But if Lane doesn't play, who's going to play right tackle? Is it going to be Jordan Mailata? Is it going to be Dillard? See, I would not move Dillard to right tackle. I would move Mailata to right tackle before I would move Dillard because I don't think Dillard could handle the switch. Okay? So it's going to be interesting to see how they do that. Okay? And as for the Carolina Panthers, Christian McCaffrey is doubtful. So most likely he is not going to play, which is a big break for the Eagles. Okay? And when I look at Carolina, I look at their offense. Okay? I think the guy that scares me the most on their offense is DJ Moore. He's a hell of a player. Robbie Anderson's very explosive too. I think him and Darnold have been trying to get their chemistry right. But those receivers, they're good. They're scary, okay? The way that you beat the Carolina Panthers, the way the Eagles are going to do this is they got to get pressure on Sam Darnold. You have to blitz this mother humper. You have to blitz this mother humper. And you have to get to him, okay? That's the one thing that you got to worry about. Because right now, to me, the biggest concern I have with the Eagles, especially on defense, is where's the pressure coming from, especially from your defensive ends? The Brandon Graham injury was a huge loss for the Eagles. It just was a huge loss. We played really good against Atlanta. First half against San Francisco, we played good. But it seemed like as soon as Brandon Graham got hurt, the whole defensive unit as a whole hasn't been good since. Just is what it seems like, okay? You're not getting pressure with Josh Sweat. You're not getting pressure with Derek Barnett. And this is a problem. Javon Hargrave has 5 sacks this year. Josh Sweat has a half. Derek Barnett has none. Avonte Maddox has half a sack. Okay? So to me, if you can't get pressure with your front 4, then you have to start dialing up blitzes. You have to start bringing guys. You have to start doing things to get pressure on the quarterback. Today's football, especially with the rules and such, A good defense has to be able to get to the quarterback. I don't care how good your secondary is. I don't care all that stuff. If you can't put pressure on the quarterback and you give him enough time, somebody's going to get open at some point. And DJ Moore and Anderson are two scary guys that I don't want getting open. So to me, the biggest battle for the Eagles to have a chance to win this game, get pressure on Sam Darnold. That has to be the number one goal, in my opinion. If they get pressure on him, they will be in this game the whole way through, okay? And yes, I know Carolina has a pretty good defense. We have all heard about it, okay? But I thought the Eagles' offense was much better last week, okay? I thought they were much better. I like the Eagles' matchups with the corners for Carolina, especially Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith has been good every week. Devontae Smith is who we thought he was. A stud. A stud, okay? No question, mother humping about it, okay? I love that guy. Now, I think one of the ways to beat Carolina also is I think you can run against them. I think you can run the ball on them. But this is the question. Will the Eagles do it? Will they use Miles Sanders? Miles Sanders has to have over 7 carries. He needs about 15 carries. I want Miles to have about 15 carries, another 5 to 10 touches through the air. That's how much I want to use Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders, you have to remember, he's the kind of guy that if you give him the ball 5 times, he may go for 2 yards on the first carry, 3 yards on the second carry, 2 yards on the third carry, 3 yards on the fourth carry. But on the 5th carry, he breaks a 60-yarder, 70-yarder. A guy like that who's capable of taking it to the house on any touch, has to get fed the ball enough times to have those opportunities. They haven't done it. They have left points, I think, they have left points on the field because they haven't given Miles Sanders enough touches. So, to me, I like Gainwell. I know a lot of people are like, well, he's the future and he's got to take over for Miles. Miles, to me, is still the guy. Miles just has to be given the ball and given the opportunities to run. And the Eagles have to feed him because Dallas was able to run on Carolina last week. I think the Eagles can run on Carolina. And if the Eagles are running on Carolina and then getting pressure on Darnold, I think that the Eagles will beat this team. Okay, I'm not making any predictions. I've sworn that I ain't making any more predictions or having any expectations for what this team is. So far, I have no idea. I have a lot to see. I have a lot left to be desired by some of the coaches, things like that. So we're going to have to see. But I think if the Eagles run the ball, and I'm not saying they have to run the ball 55% of the time. They can run the ball 45% of the time. But just make them count. Be smart about it. When you have 1st and goal at the 2-yard line, it's okay to give it to Miles Sanders, go right up the middle. It's okay. Okay? And if the Eagles can do that, and they can establish the run, and maybe it sets up some play action, you'll have some big plays down the field for your wide receivers. This is a winnable game. This is a game the Eagles can go in, and they can win. Now, the Eagles, I think they're going to be they're all white. I hate those jerseys. I hate them. I'm so tired of the same old jerseys. It's been, 30 years since we've had new jerseys? Time to update, man. Get that Kelly Green back. Get that mother humping Eagle with the talon holding the football. Get it back. On some level. You know what I'm saying? But I think the Eagles, I think they can beat Carolina. And that's not to say that they will. That's not a jab to go. I'm not going to trash Carolina. I have nothing bad to say about their team. They're pretty good. I think Rule is a great coach. I actually wanted the Eagles to go after him. But I think he's a great coach. And you know what? I have nothing bad to say Carolina. They're going to be a tough team. It's going to be a tough opponent. But I think if the Eagles do these two things, okay, run the ball effectively, use Miles Sanders the right way, and then get pressure on Darnold by dialing up blitzes and creating pressure, I think the Eagles can win. Okay, we've seen every week. Can they stop the run? Can they? I don't know. But you don't have Christian McCaffrey. I think that's a big loss for the Carolina Panthers. So, yes, I think the Eagles can win this game. Of course, as always, I will be streaming on Sunday. I think my schedule is going to be this for Sunday. Eagles game, then I'm going to go right into the Dallas Giant game, and then I'll do the post game that night. And we'll go and we'll do it that way. It's going to be a busy Sunday, a lot of football to watch. But I'm hoping that this is the week the Eagles win. Then we got a short week. We got to get ready for Tampa Bay. And hopefully Lane Johnson will be ready. Hopefully some of these guys will get healthy. And then, look, that's a tough game, but at least it's at home on Thursday. And we'll deal with that next week when it comes. In the meantime, get pressure on Darnold. Put him on his ass. And then run the ball effectively. And if the Eagles can do those two things, I think they can come away with this W. That's pretty much my thoughts on it. Like I said, no predictions. But take care. Talk to you later. And of course, don't be a dingbat. Mark Holmes! You know what this is? Most of you may say, this is a haircut, right? A razor, whatever. To Mark Holmes, this is kryptonite. You want Mark Holmes to stop bothering you, stop making 80 videos a day? That's how you do it. I cannot believe Mark Holmes is running from Pizzle. I cannot believe my ears. You gotta man up. Go get Pizzle. I want the belt back one day.